this is Abraham Great, and welcome to this platform. Here you will learn tips that will help you to connect the dots. These tips has the proclivity to move you into action. You're going to have to do something about them. You'll take action for your own life. One of those actions is follow me or subscribe to more videos from Abraham Great or more podcasts, as the case may be. I've been talking about 6 tiers of riches. 6 tiers of riches. And I spoke, if you haven't listened to, go find tier number 1, tier number 2, tier number 3, tier number 4, and then tier number 5 now. At the tier number 5 is the fortune tier. At the 4th level, you are at the level of wealth. At the 3rd level, you are at the level of riches. At the 2nd level, you are at the level of profit. At the 1st level, you are at the level of seed. So imagine them as a step. You're building a pyramid. Now, you are at the level of fortune. Now, here is the case. When you get to the level of fortune, you can never, ever be poor again. You can lose riches. You can lose profit. Tier number 1 cannot be lost. You can never lose your seed. It's always there. Even when you become incapacitated, there is still something else inside of that seed. There is still something else inside of you that can still provide a livelihood for you. But at the 5th level, you are generally secured. And you have secured even many generations, at least 4 generations from you. But here are the indication that you are at the 5th level. Tier or fortune level is a level where you have a large amount of assets and large amount of money. And in some cases, large amount of corporation, businesses. At this level, it may be one business that you have, but that business have many strands. Or you might be, if you're like me, you have several businesses and you have several things that is generating income for you. But at this level of fortune, it is a privileged level, and it is the wisdom of what you did with your wealth. So fortune level is having enough wealth, where you have a large amount of wealth. But what you do is that you sit at the level of wealth. You first of all guard all your wealth. It's like you're holding your card to your chest. And then you are repeating the processes that took you from seed to wealth again. In other words, at the level of wealth, don't be rushed to get into the level of fortune overnight. Just go repeating the processes and build more assets, build more assets, build more assets, build more reputation, build more credibility. And at this point, you can then begin to see that you've reached a level that I'm just going to shock you with right now. Please note this down. Nobody is at the stage of fortune without having more than enough for the remaining days of their life. You want me to say that again? So, in one of my series on my website, I will make available a masterclass that we're working on how to plan your life, how to make $1 million and then spend it. How to spend $1 billion before making it. Yes, how to spend $1 million before making it. But here's what happened. Hear me very well. At this level, you're going to do this. I don't know, I'm going to have to give it away in this podcast or video, but here's what happened. Pay attention. You will analyze your life, your personal life. Now, you will have an Excel sheet where you have income and expenditure, which you actually should be doing from level 2. From the level of profit, you need this document. But at this point, you are going to take the extracts of what you and your family need on a monthly basis. Then times it by 12. So in the case, let's just say, as a family, you need $12,000 your children's school fee, your mortgages, or whatever the case may be. Now, please, you cannot be in fortune and be paying mortgage. So at the level of wealth, you would have sought out paying all your houses. You own all your house, most of your houses cash down. What you're paying mortgages for are now businesses. What you have as buy to let, what you actually, the business of making money through real estate. But your own houses and the house that you're going to pass on to your children, at the level of fortune, you've sorted it out at the level of wealth by buying multiple assets. Remember, that's what we said, right? So at this level, you're going to take, let's assume that you need $12,000. $12,000, and in your case, it may be $3,000, $4,000. Just envisage your life for the next 5 years or 10 years. How much is the average of money that you actually need to spend on a monthly basis? So let's say $12,000, yeah? Can we have $12,000 times 12? $12,000 times 12. So you have $144,000. You now know that you need $144,000 a year. You are going to make your life from whatever your age is now. Everyone watch me and do this math along with me. So let's use me as an example. In just a few weeks, I'll be 44 years old. So 44 years old, but you want to calculate till 70. How many more years do we have? 70 minus 44, 26, yeah. $144,000. I need more than that, but we're just using average figure. $144,000 times 26. Should we do the math? Let's do the math. Let's do the math. My team say let's do the math. Let's go. I'm sure this is going to help somebody. So let's do it. So we said, how much do we say? $12,000 month, and then we say times 12. How much? That gives us $144,000. And you're using Abraham Gray's age at 2021. In few days, I'll be 44 years. November 6th, I'll be 44. You can send me some gifts if you're listening after that. You can still send me a gift. So $144,000. And we're saying that you want to have, at the level of fortune, you actually must and you should have enough to spend till the age 70 without having to work again. If you still have to work for the money for you to live, you are not yet at the level of fortune. You are still at the level of wealth. So 144 times 26 in my case, 26 years to reach 70. Now, $3 million, $744,000. When you have this money, $3,744,000, you will not touch this money. You must not touch this money ever for the rest of your life. And I'm going to tell you how it's going to happen. Yeah? It's okay for this video to be extended. Let's do it. You see, this money, you must never touch it until you die. But here is the goal. You are actually not wealthy unless you have $5 million. Unless you have $5 million that you are not touching, you are not yet wealthy. I'm going to say that to you. Some of you don't know is all you need to actually start a bank is $5 million. Once you have it, all you need to start an insurance company is $5 million. If you have $5 million in most part of the world, you'll be given a license to start a bank and you start giving credit out to other people. You can start a credit card company, but that's another story. That's another podcast. We're going to do another video on that. But this money, are you with me? This money, in my case, this money must never be touched. So I'll be honest to you. You will raise the bar by targeting 5. How much? Can we write this down? That you are not wealthy until you have how much? $5 million. And I'll tell you what happened to this. Yeah? Are you with me? Do you want to hear what happened to this? You see, this amount of money or this amount of money will give you more than $12,000 that you want in a month. Are you getting this now? You remember that you started with what you needed in a month, but the interest, you put this money in a fixed account that gives you an average of 6%. Are you getting this? Or you find a good investor, you are not investing this money into shares, you're not investing this money into business, you are putting this money on high profit savings, fixed, with a reputable investor or bank. Are you with me? You can't store this money in the house. Now, at this level, you reach the level that I call fortune. It means you are fortunate not to work again for the rest of your life, but you're going to still continue. Imagine when I get this, I'll still have to work. At this time, all that we do more to work is that we are pulling into the wealth pool. You're just building more into the more wealth, the wealthier you get, the more fortunate you will become. Are you getting this? The wealthier you get, the more fortunate you become. So when you become fortunate, at this level, you need wisdom. Because life presents you with people will be coming into your life, issues will be coming into your life, opportunity and business investment. At this level, once again, be grateful. Be grateful that you have reached that level. You are actually fortunate that you've reached the point. Now, also, your children, your wife, at this point, don't forget you have life insurance, you have health insurance, you have all of those. It means even if anything happened to them or to you, you are already covered, not this money. But the income from this, if anything should happen to you, your family can live on it even without having to stress their life. I'll go further at another time to tell you a lot of what you can do with this, but not in this series. Let's move to the next level. Do something about it. Do all of this calculation for your own self. Use your age, how much you need on a monthly basis. And even though you are still at the level of profit right now, or you are at the level of riches right now, you can begin to make plans on how you will see yourself getting into fortune. I have masterclasses that I have developed that you can find on abrahamgreat.com. It's already there. You can watch my 7 seals of destiny or 4 outcomes of destiny or 2 types of prosperity, and then you can see the breakdown of some of these things. Actually, I can coach anybody into getting into this place. You can actually get into the next level, but it is working.